Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am listing items that I had previously photographed to sell on eBay. For those of you that have not seen my previous videos, my listing, pattern? Well, what I normally do with listing is I will take a weekend and just bank as many photographs as I can. So I will just list as many items. And I will then I'll go through baskets and baskets and photograph them. Usually it'll be a weekend. I just finished a photographing marathon and it was actually 2 weekends, but we are edging close to holiday season. And like I've said in previous videos, I photograph completely on my dining room table. And because we're going into holiday season, I know I am going to absolutely not have access to my dining room table between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's just not going to happen. And honestly, a little bit before Thanksgiving. So I spent this past weekend and the weekend before that photographing as much as I could. I photographed 6 tubs of stuff and a bunch of vintage linens that I'd kind of been waiting to photograph for a while. The sad thing is this came out of our death pile. This was nothing new. We have not brought anything new to the house. Last time we had a big thrift was when we went to the bins in February, and it is the very tippy end of October. So we do buy things a couple times at a thrift store. Like this morning I went to a thrift store and I bought 5 items. That's not a lot. Granted, they do pile up, but that's not a lot. So the absolute size of my death pile is kind of unnerving. And I went through and I listed all the clothes I could find. I photographed all the clothes I could find. Any item that was a piece of clothing, I photographed it. I did not do any hard goods. I just did clothing and sheets. My husband usually does the hard goods. He likes that more than I do. I will do them to get them listed if he can't get around to it, which may be happening. But also our hard goods don't take up the entire table. I can clean like a side or a corner and I could do hard goods there. Where with clothing, they take the entire table up because I'm doing measurements, I'm spreading out. So I knew I had to get those done. I know that there is clothing that I have not found in my great room downstairs or in my garage. I just know there is, which makes me not as victorious for photographing everything and spending all weekend taking photos, because I'm I know, in the back of my mind, I know there is stuff somewhere, and that drives me nuts. But like I've said in previous videos, my goal is not necessarily to list everything and sell everything, which would be amazing. Don't get me wrong, please buy my shit. But my goal is I need to get my garage cleaned because my washing machine is on life support. And the only way we can get a new washing machine in there is to clean the garage because my washer and dryer are in my garage. Right now, there is absolutely no way I can get my dryer out to get my washing machine out and then put a washing machine in and then put my dryer back in, which is what would have to happen because my laundry room is very small. The doorway is very small and the dryer has to come out to get the washing machine out, and I have no place to put it. So to get my new washing machine, which I really want to get on Veterans Day sales, which gives me 3 weeks, I need to get my garage together. Granted, we are in Central Illinois. The mowing season is about done. Honestly, the grass isn't growing. We're just mowing to chop leaves at this point. I can basically just stack stuff behind my lawnmower if I know it's not going to come out. But that's not a permanent solution. However, it is a temporary solution if I need to get that washing machine in, which I'm probably going to have to need. My washing machine keeps throwing error codes, and the error code it's throwing is a motherboard issue. I have an 11-year-old, almost 12-year-old washing machine. cost entirely too much to replace the motherboard on it. Plus, I want a top loader. I have a front loader now. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. We were recently on vacation and the VRBO we stayed in had a top loader and I was in love. The amount of laundry you can do in a top loader is absolutely insane. It's almost 2.5 of the loads that I can do in my front loader. And with 5 people in our house, I'm just like, I need this. And my quality of life will be better. Now, talking about quality of life, sorry, I got an email while I'm recording this. Just the stupidest stuff. And it's crazy the things we as resellers live with because we are thrifty at heart. Holes in our clothes, stuff like that. Our garbage can has been broken for probably 4 months. It is not an expensive garbage can by any means. This was like a $30 garbage can, black, Rubbermaid, top flips up and down. The top stopped flipping up and down. It was useless. So we had to take the top off. Well, we have a cat and the cat likes to go in the garbage can. So that didn't work. So we put the top back on, but the top wouldn't close. It's moral of the story. We've been living with a broken garbage can for a very long time. We went to Target this weekend because my oldest has decided to outgrow every single article of clothing he owns, and it's going to get in the 20s the next couple days. He has no pants. So we go to Target, we look for pants, and I'm like, well, let's just look at the garbage cans. Let's just see how much they cost. So I go and I look at the garbage cans, and we ended up getting one that was $42, and it's so much nicer than one we had. Like, honestly, for $42, I was living with like the worst garbage can ever, and it could have been easily replaced for less than we spend eating out because there's 5 of us. So I was super excited, and the quality of life increase is slightly sad. So I'm hoping I'll get that when I get a new washing machine. Granted, new washing machines are way more expensive than a garbage can, but I use it multiple times a day. This is how much laundry we do. If I don't do 3 loads of laundry a day, we are drowning in laundry. So I'm hoping with a top load that will cut me down to maybe doing 1 load of laundry a day, which is way more feasible than spending 3 hours roughly running up and down from my garage, which is downstairs technically, and doing all of that, which will be great. So we have that. But it's an added expense. So not only will it be great to get this eBay stuff listed, put in tubs and out of the way, it'll also be great to actually sell some stuff because this is an expense that we weren't expecting, just like the dishwasher and me breaking my foot this summer. And then my son, who plays a soccer goalie, broke his thumb while playing goalie. He got kicked in the thumb, and we weren't expecting that expense either. Upside, he's met his insurance deductible. Downside, it's already November, so he has 2 months to figure that out. Granted, we do have to go back this week and see if he gets his cast off or if he had a growth spurt and his cast stays on longer, because kids are going to break through the growth plate, and that's what he did. He broke right through the growth plate in his thumb. He completely told on us to the doctor. It was kind of ridiculous. He got kicked in the hand. He does wear goalie gloves. He wears goalie gloves with spines in it. And we're like, yeah, you probably jammed your thumb, you're probably a little sore. That's fine. We let him go for a week. By his next soccer game, he's like, yeah, it still hurts. It hurts for me to pick up the ball. It hurts for me to touch things. Upside, it's not his dominant hand. And we're like, okay, we'll take you to go get x-rays. We go get x-rays. He has a broken thumb. We go to the hand specialist because we have a hand specialist. This is actually the second time he's broken something in a hand, and it's been the same hand. But, so we go there, and the doctor's like, oh yeah, this is right through your growth plate. Good thing you came in right after you did it. We don't want you to have like a lopsided hand or whatever happens when you break through the growth plate. My son, I kid you not, goes, my mom made me wait a week because she thought I was over exaggerating. So yeah, he kind of threw me under the bus there. I'm like, buddy, no, don't say that. And I did think you were over exaggerating. He got to pick the color of his cast, so he has a black cast. So he's happy with that. But that was an added expense, and we're still paying on it because he has to go back in this week and get more x-rays and possibly get a new cast. So that it's like I said before, I am part-time on eBay. I do not by any means use eBay to pay my bills. I am not consistent enough to pay bills with eBay. And honestly, if I relied on eBay to pay a recurring bill, it would give me so much anxiety. We do rely on eBay to pay for like vacations or camps, or where the Christmas season is coming up. And we've decided for Christmas this year, instead of giving toys because my kids have too much toys, granted, we'll give like little toys and stuff, but instead of like just overloading them with toys or Dollar Tree crap or stuff they're never going to use, we're going to instead give experiences. We've done it before for birthdays, so that's great. But we're going to buy like memberships to things that we go to a lot, and that will make us more likely to go to them again. So like to our water park or to a couple museums that are only 2 hours away, we're more likely to do them if we have a membership. Because there's 5 of us, we actually end up saving money if we go more than once. And like we calculate, I think we had to go to the water park 6 times to pay for our membership. And we actually, you can like go in and click and see how many times you like logged in on our park district website. And we logged in 32 times. So we only needed to go 6. We went 32. We spent most of our summer there, which was amazing. So stuff like that. My 2 oldest will be going to Boy Scout camp this summer, and that's around $300. We use the eBay money so that doesn't hurt as much, and broken bones don't hurt as much, and new appliances don't hurt as much, and vacations don't hurt as much. So I need to make the money. Like, I want to make the money because I want to do these things, especially since my oldest is going into high school next year, and then 4 years he'll be in college, and then he'll be gone and forget that I'm even his parent. That's me spiraling. But that is why we sell on eBay. Now, the stuff I've been listing in this, and I know you've all been paying totally attention to what I've been listing. I found a tub full of new with tag items. I don't know what my brain process was. I don't know what was going on when I did this. I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I usually have like new with tag items sprinkled in with other items. I'm not doing a whole tub of this. I found a whole entire tub of new with tag items that I had set aside for some god-awful reason. I have no idea why, and promptly forgot about said tub. I was in my garage. I'm like, you know, what's in this tub? It's not labeled. Let me open it. All freaking new with tag items. I don't know if my mom brain gave out on me. I don't know if I still have COVID brain. Side note, it was my 1-year anniversary of having COVID last year. So yay. And we went to Disney and didn't come back with COVID. So I think I'm superhuman at this point. But I did get diagnosed with long COVID last year. And I still, anytime I get a head cold or anything, I completely lose smell. 100% lose smell if I get a head cold. If I get a stuffy nose, I lose smell, which makes me panic that I have COVID again. And then I take 500 at-home tests and I don't have it. But because I have long COVID, I do lose smell. However, I came out incredibly lucky. Other people have heart issues, brain fog, get migraines, all this stuff. I came out. So if my only long COVID issue is just me losing smell every time I get sick, I'll take it. But back to the tub, the new tags, no idea. So I'm listing all of them, and so far none of them have sold yet. And the pair of pants I sold in the last video that I talked about are coming back to me because apparently they didn't fit. I have not refunded the buyer yet because these were new with tag pants. So when they get returned to me and come back to me, if they are no longer new with tag, I will refund them, but I will only partially refund them because I cannot sell them as new anymore. So I will let you guys know how that works out. But be aware, if someone returns something that was new with tag or unopened or anything, if they return it, and it's no longer in the condition it was when you sent it out, do not refund them immediately until you know the condition of your items. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.